Hello, I'm Dean Sayer at the City of Ames Public Works Department. Today we're going to be going over the Lincoln Way Reconstruction project. The project will be from Franklin Avenue to Beetle Drive, and it will be a full reconstruction. WHKS will be the design engineers for the projects, and they're going to be going over the plans.
I'm Lucas Baca. I'm the project manager.
I'm Noah Collins, the design engineer.
The beginning stage is taking care of some construction in the center. 3 lanes will be closed for some pre-construction for manhole rehabilitation and removing of medians. Starting from the Beetle, there will be some removal of medians by the Dotson and Marshall intersection. As well, further along near the Franklin intersection, there will be a manhole removal and replacement. For stage 1, we're having it staged in 3 separate sub-stages. The intent of stage 1 is to only be closed for about a week of time to limit disruption to access of residents on Hickory Drive. During stage 1A, the access for Hickory Drive will be from Lincoln Way via Franklin Avenue to Woodland Street, but it will only be closed as long as stage 1A is closed. Stage 1B will be the bulk of the construction for the first stage, which will be going from Beetle Drive to Marshall Avenue. During this time, the residents of 3801 apartment building will need to get access from their north entrance on Marshall Avenue. And the final component of stage 1 is stage 1C, which will be closing half of Marshall Avenue, the northwest corner, for construction. During this time, Marshall Avenue will be closed. Residents of Marshall Avenue can get access via Franklin Avenue to West Street to Crane Avenue. This portion will only be closed for stage 1C. During stage 1, traffic will be shifted to the south 2 lanes, going in opposing traffic. For stage 2A, the intersection of Beetle and Lincoln Way will be closed, and the residents of Beetle Drive can get access via North Dakota from Lincoln Swing. The intent is for stage 2A to only be closed for about 5 days to reduce disruption to residents of the area. Stage 2B takes up the bulk of the stage, going from Beetle Drive to Marshall Avenue, and that culminates in stage 2C. For stage 2C, the southwest corner of the intersection of Marshall and Lincoln Way will be constructed. The intent is only to be closed for 5 days. Traffic for stage 2 will all be shifted to the north 2 lanes for opposing traffic. The shared use path on the south portion of the project will be closed from Beetle Drive to Marshall Avenue for the duration of stage 2. Detour can be found via the Franklin Park shared use path south of Hy-Vee. Side stops will be relocated outside the project limits. Stage 3A will be the closure of the southeast portion of Marshall and Lincoln Way. The intent for this stage is to only be closed for 5 days. That will also close the Hy-Vee main access during this time. Stage 3B will be the main portion of construction going from Marshall Avenue to Franklin Avenue. During this time, residents of the 3515 Lincoln Way and apartment buildings will need to get access via the temporary graveled access from the McFarland Clinic parking lot. Stage 3C is the closure of the south portion of Franklin Avenue. During this time, residents of Franklin Avenue can find access from Lincoln Way via South Wilmeth to Tripp Street or via Dotson to Tripp Street. Stage 3 traffic will continue to be in the north 2 lanes. During stage 3, the shared use path on the south portion of the project will be closed from Marshall Avenue to Franklin Avenue. Detour can be found via the Franklin Park shared use path south of Hy-Vee. Side stops will be relocated outside the project limits. Stage 4A, this portion of construction will be the northeast corner of the Marshall and Lincoln Way intersection. During this construction, Marshall Avenue will be closed during this time. Residents of Marshall Avenue can find access from Lincoln Way via Franklin Avenue to West Street to Crane Avenue. The intent of this stage is to only be closed for 5 days. Stage 4B will be the majority of the construction for this stage and will go from Marshall Avenue to Franklin Avenue. Access for residents at Walnut Ridge will be provided for most of the stage via a temporary granular access until paving operations reach that portion, which will then access will be provided from Lincoln Way via Marshall Avenue to University Park Court. The intent is to have the entrance for these residents closed as little as possible to provide adequate access for its residents. Stage 4C is the north portion of the intersection of Lincoln Way and Franklin Avenue. Residents on Franklin Avenue can find access from Lincoln Way via Colorado Avenue to West Street. During Stage 4 construction, traffic will be shifted to the south 2 lanes. Stage 5, the center 3 lanes will be closed for construction of medians. During this time, traffic will be shifted to the outside 2 lanes.
That was a general overview of the project, and if you have any questions or concerns, please contact me, Dean Sayre, at 515-239-5277 or at dean.sayre@cityofames.org. Thank you.